All right, we just talked about diversification. Now we're going to go into setting up your relationships. And the reason I'm not saying finding deals, all I want to talk about right now is a refresher from the 3-day quest. Remember, it has nothing to do when you go on Homepath and HomeSteps, the only two websites that will allow you to find deals. Does it really have to do anything with the house itself? Remember that. We talk about no, it has to do with the relationship you're trying to create. So what I'm going to bring you back to now is a clip from the 3-day quest where I talk about setting up your relationships, your emails, and then what you're looking for and what you're looking for in people. So follow this recording of the 3-day quest and you'll know exactly what we're talking about. And tomorrow we're gonna dive into selecting your emerging markets and your sexy markets on the day after. And then I'm gonna bring you out next week to finding the right zip codes. Right now I want you to keep it generic because you're learning the markets. But then I'm going to show you how to keep it more specific, selecting the right zip codes and always staying in the right area and becoming an expert in those specific zip codes. So anyways, take a look at this video here. We'll go one step at a time. Homepath, HomeSteps. Stick to those. You have a list of about 26 of those websites. Honestly, you will have more than enough deals on just those two websites. Do not come up to me with a Zillow deal or with a Realtor.com or an MLS. I don't know the details about it, okay? As we move on in the future, fine. You'll get more educated, you'll know what kind of deals they are, but right now, focus on those two websites. They're free and clear, they're the safest ones you can have right now. Then we find the ARV, correct? Input the numbers in the green sheet. That's step number 3. So far, so good. All right, is it a deal? Yes or no? If it's not a deal, what do we do? Next. My favorite 4-letter word. Next. If it's a deal, what do we do? Analyze it. If it's a deal, what do we do?
Email the realtor.
Okay, get in touch with the realtor. Guys, this is where we get a big separation between the people who do and the people who don't. Very important. All I'm asking you guys to do is send a simple email to the realtor. Hey, I'm interested in this property. Let's talk details. I want everybody to take your useless manual and look at, do you mind if I steal it?
Yeah.
I think it's 118 or 168 or 210 or 107, you know, something like that.
68?
Is it 68?
Mine, anyway.
Yeah, then it should be everyone. Page 68. I knew there was 68 in there. Or a 7, or a 2, or 3, or 5, or 7, or 9. Okay. I want everybody to take a minute and a half to read this entire email and tell me what's wrong with it. So read that email and tell me what's wrong with it. Don't tell me now. Just highlight it in your book and let's chat about it. You didn't even sell your sushi.
I can't give it away. You should make an announcement. Everybody wants spicy salmon sushi.
Do you want the bar to run to the end of the night?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you guys want me to bring a mini bar again tonight? Okay.
I'm missing here how you get to here from here.
Hold on. We're not there yet. We'll go back through it. Okay. So what's wrong with this email? It's asking for a lot of effort. So Ivan's a realtor. I sent out an email saying, hey, I want you to send me comps, send me pictures of the property, send me videos, do this, do that. You have no clue who I am. I'm not a proven performer yet. Ivan says, screw you, basically, right? You guys follow me? So there is one reason and one reason only I'm sending this email. Sorry, 2 reasons. 2 reasons I'm sending this email. Number 1, I want... You know I see everything from the front of the stage, eh? I want comps. I want comps. What are comps?
Comparable listings.
Comparable houses. So now, guys, this is the point in time where we separate us from the green sheet. And we say, we've eliminated all the duds, and this is a good potential property. So all we're looking for right now is a response from the realtor with comps that support sales in that area based on your Zestimate. So what do I mean by that? Let's take the one example we've been working with so far. We said the average of the property should be about 101, right? Let's call it 100. Well, we're asking the realtor, can you support 100? But we're not going to say that. We're going to say, are you able to send me 3 comparables that have sold in the immediate area between $80,000 and $120,000? 20 before, 20 after. Is that asking too much? They have already prepared it. They already have it on what's called their BPO, broker price opinion. They have those comps. If they don't, it's very easy for them to conduct a search on the internet, on their real estate portal. So the email should have a strong subject line that makes the realtor open it up. Well, I would like to put an offer on this property strong enough. You'd think they'd all get back to you. Okay? Good title. Are we lying? No. You are going to put an offer if they can support those comps. And then you say, hey, my name's Steve, and I was looking at this property. I'm really interested. But before I place an offer, I'd like to make sure the comparables come between 80 and 20. And then give him a specific set of instructions. Meaning, could you please send me 3 or 5 or whatever you guys pick, 5 comparables of this exact property that have sold in the last 6 months, 3 months, you pick it. I recommend 5 comps in 3 months. 5 comps that have sold in the past 3 months that have sold between $80,000 and $120,000. Yep.
Is that your property's 100, so you're going 80?
Exactly. 20 before the Zestimate, 20 after the Zestimate. If they come back to you and they say, I can't support that, what do? Basically, we do next. And if they support it, what do?
Make an offer. Make an offer. Analyze the comps.
They had it right, but I want to make sure everybody's on the same page. The comps come in. They're all at 100. They all sold on the same street for $100,000. What are you going to do?
Make an offer.
I'll sell this for $20.
It's a 10 that way. Get him.
Oh, it's 5. You got something for 5?
He doesn't negotiate.
Wrong. Oh, I didn't see that. Sorry.
Okay, now phone Steve because you got
You just took, you gave me 20 for a 10.
I didn't see that. I really didn't. I'm sorry.
Another reason you guys really got to pay attention sometimes. I'm playing with you on this one. You place an offer. No hesitations. Are we going to read the contract? Are we going to spend and sleep over the night? Are we going to sit and wait? Ask your friends. Ask your neighbors. You just found a property for $30,000 that actually is worth $100,000, not a zestimate. The realtor says, yeah, I can sell this property for $100,000 based on 5 properties that I just sold for $100,000. Are you going to sit and wait? Make a freaking offer. So important. Yes?
Sorry, that was my problem. Where do you come in at? How do you base your offer?
Okay, we'll do that after offer submission. We'll talk about that. So, from here, there's another reason I'm sending a specific set of instructions in the email. Specific set of instructions. Okay, let me tell you guys a story on this. I am the most anal person when it comes to people following my every single instructions. When I place an ad in the paper in Ottawa, everybody knows me in Ottawa. From the real estate to now everybody in Canada knows who I am. When I place an ad in the newspaper, anywhere, do you think I get 2 or 3 applications, or I get 300 to 400 applications? Typically, any ads that we put out for a job application will get 200 to 300 people applying. Do I have time to sit with 200 or 300 people? Heck no. We don't have time to do that. So what we do is we give a set of specific instructions for people to follow. I do not work with people that do not know how to follow instructions. Here's what I mean. So place the ad. Go to this website. They go to the website, they see a little video of me saying, hey, this is Steve Martel, thank you for your interest in this position. The position is this. What I need you to do now is enter your information in the box below, and a set of instructions will appear. So they got to fill out a little form, and automatically they get an email. Well, they automatically get an email from info@stevemartel.com. Well, there's a set of instructions on the info@stevemartel.com that says what I need you to do, and there's 2 attachments. One's a Word doc, one's a PDF, is to send those 2 documents filled out on a computer, not by hand, so we can read it, out to staff@stevemartel.com. Right there and then, we're able to eliminate 70% of the applicants for one reason. Why is that? They just do a reply. They didn't follow my instructions. I said, you've got to send the email to staff@stevemartel.com. So we're able to eliminate 70%. Do I want someone in my office that doesn't follow instructions? Do you want a realtor that doesn't follow your instructions? You need someone that understands that it's very important the way that we do things. Everything's systematic. Everything's built to be done a specific way for a specific reason. So if they don't follow it, they're out. Second thing, a Word doc. Really easy to put in. But a PDF, 95% of the population doesn't know how to fill it out. Well, they got to Google it and find out for themselves. If they call the office, they're off the list. They've got to be able to be resourceful. Then the people that email us at staff@stevemartel.com with the 2 documents filled out are then okay to go for an interview. Out of 200 to 300, we get no more than 5 people that are able to screen through that entire process. Isn't that incredible? Now, when I meet with people, do you think I get idiots? I get the best people you could ever imagine. So, the reason I'm telling you this is when it comes to your business, you've got to ensure to put some little loopholes, not loopholes, but some little loops to follow, and see who actually is able to follow instructions. If they can't follow your little instruction, they send you an email with 200 people, 200 comps, and you have to sift and sort from the $30,000 comps to the $300,000 comps. Is that a good realtor that's going to represent you well? I ask you one specific thing. Please show me 5 comps that sold in the last 3 months. Not just send a random search. So that's not a good realtor. Following instructions is so crucial. You want to do business with me, you need to make sure you follow instructions. Somebody wants to do business with you, they have to follow instructions. Mandatory. No and if or buts. They send you. Let's pretend though they say, well, actually, Steve, there's quite a few that have sold. I did go ahead and send you 8. Well, if it has an actual explanation and they're proactive, don't be an idiot and say, well, no, I said 5. If they explain it, right? Okay? So I just want to make sure that you ingrain this in your minds. So at this point, we're not asking them for videos. We're definitely not telling them that we're flippers. You say the word flip in an email, boom, no response. And you don't ask them for videos. That's going to be on day 0 of due diligence, and we'll talk about that first thing tomorrow morning. So now, the deal turns green. We do what? Well, contact the realtor, right? The realtor says, I've got 3 properties that have just sold at this price for 100 grand. What do you do? You guys are getting me mad. Yes, you jump on it. So now, on this sheet here, okay, there's a few mistakes and I don't correct them because I want to make sure we go through them together. Step number 1, we find a property. That's easy, right? Step number 2, find the ARV. Step number 3, fill out the green sheet. Is it green? Yes. Put a little X on top of what it says next. Okay? It says, analyze neighborhood, tarps, vacant lots, and all that stuff. I don't even want you to go through that. I want you to do what? Submit your offer. So here's what we're going to do. Or sorry, even email realtor for comps. So everybody follows me here, okay? The second line, the second box, circle it. Okay? Where it says email realtor for comps. Circle that. Draw a line and an arrow to the yes. And I've been telling everyone to write something down, and it actually works really well, so I'm going to tell you again. Write this on the line. S-H-I-T space O-R space G-E-T space O-F-F space T-H-E space P-O-T. Shit or get off the pot. I am not kidding you guys. Are you guys going to make this offer or not? No time to fool around. Shit or get off the pot. You guys are now real estate investors, okay? You've gone through the day and a half of very easy oozing you into this. Now you're here with me this afternoon. No more Mr. Nice Guy. It's time to jump on opportunities when they jump in front of you, okay? No fooling around. So now we submit the offer. And that's it. Now we go to the offer submission process. Do we follow it? Do we follow me?
Yes.
Here's one thing though. Everybody take out your green sheet. The one that we've been working on. Might as well keep working with this one. Because we reduced our acquisition fee, it became a deal, right?
Yep.
So now, realtor comes back and says, hey, I have a comp that sold, a property that sold for $96,000, and it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom townhome, exactly like the one we're evaluating. I have another one that sold for $103,000, and another one that sold for $107,000. You're following me? So, what do? We revisit. Okay? We revisit. Let's say they're all identical. One for 96, one for, what did I say? 10 whatever, and one for 107. What do? Do you take the median? Do you do the average? I take the lowest, 96. And then I'll look at the days on market. How long did it take to sell at 96,000? If it took less than 60 days, perfect. If it took 180 days, is 96 the actual market value? Look at the history. Meaning, most reports from realtors will come with a history. So they first started at 110. Then they reduced at 105. Then they went to 1. Then they went to 98,000. And all of a sudden they got an offer at 96. Just make sure you don't repeat someone else's mistakes. So what I'm just making sure right now, you guys understand entirely. Found a property. We put the ARV. Like I said, Zestimate is just a baseline. It's not really that important, but it helped us eliminate all the other duds. Now, we're emailing the realtor, and the realtor says, yeah, actually, I just sold 3 on that exact street between 96 and 108. Okay, let me sleep on it. Can you send me the contract so that I can read it all night? Send it to my lawyer? I've heard that one before. It's like, get out. Out. I'm not even talking to you.